Jared sent a nice little tweet yesterday to all of us, being like, in case you didn't know.
Oh, it's funny because my engineer told me one night, I think it was just he was a little overtired and he didn't have a filter on, but he's like, well, yeah, well, you know, when I pee, I sit down, and I said, wait a second, what are you talking about? You sit down when you pee.
There's nothing wrong with that, by the way.
Yeah. And we went into this whole thing about peeing sitting down, and I was giving him a hard time. But I saw an article last night that said that peeing sitting down is actually recommended because it helps. It's good for gallstones or bladder stones and possibly cancer.
Wow.
So there you go.
Well, plus if there's a female in your life, then there's not the whole seat issue, right? You know what I'm talking about?
That's not just
a scenario that I deal with.
There is another option, though. You can just put on a diaper.
You could just put on a little Depends or Always or something like that.
So. You know, that's amazing because we've had this discussion actually on the radio before. Could you, now that you have been potty trained, I'm assuming all of you are potty trained.
You can assume all you want.
That do you have that ability to sort of break through?
Yeah, to let it go.
I don't.
And I have. I grew up life in Southern California, and surfing. When you put on the wetsuit and you go surfing, to warm yourself up, you have a natural heater.
A natural heater.
So there was no problem doing it, and he had no belief that you could get through that mental block.
No, I don't. I mean,
you can.
I have that sort of.
I think you should try right now.
I can't even do it.
Halfway there, buddy.
I do feel
nobody in this room will judge you.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
That is a lie.
You're amongst friends.
And for those of you listening, he's squatting right now.
Actually, they can see.
There's no chair. Okay.
How do the thighs feel, Will?
I'm not good. I'm sorry. I'm going to stop doing that right now.
My chair
No. You sit. You sit. So, fellas, how are you?
We're good.
Great, man.
We're
I'm
really
concerned the wet hair may be a cold thing. You may be looking for pneumonia or something.
No, you know what? I actually, the other day I was bragging about how healthy I had been because the last tour we were on, it lasted for almost 3 years. But the last year of it, I was sick for every
the whole
day,
tour.
The entire tour. But I've been bragging about how healthy I've been. And 3 hours after I was bragging, of course I did it live on air somewhere, I got a little cold.
The sniffle.
Cold, yeah.
Is that?
I think I can't tell if it's allergies or cold though. You know,
could be allergies. Everyone's saying they're suffering from
to
allergies.
The East Coast, and then I was like, my eyes are all watery.
You know what fixes that? If you sit when you pee, gone.
Dr.
It
Wilcox.
won't be the last time we come back to that.
Well, we're excited to have you guys here. When you do shows like this, are you able to get out and check out other bands? Or is that something you guys?
Yeah. Today we've been able to do it quite a bit, actually. Yep. Saw Matrimony open the main stage.
Local Charlotte band, by the way. Yes.
They were great. Saw Airborne Toxic event just now. You know who was really, really great was Manchester Orchestra.
Nice.
Yeah, we were back here. We didn't get to see them, but we did.
Awesome.
Have you guys had a chance to see the Unlikely Candidates, by the way?
No.
Very fun band. Really good.
Sure.
Yeah, you guys should check them out.
Yeah. I happen to have their EP if you guys would like.
Well,
we get a small percentage.
Yeah, that's right.
That
have you had the Woody and Wilcox IPA, by the way, which is our beer? That's
no, I haven't.
It's quite
You really
tasty.
have one?
Yeah. Like, and Wilcox and I have been in radio for a while, but we felt like we made it when somebody said, hey, we want to make a beer with your name. And it's been the most amazing thing because there are great brewers that put all this hard work and we get all of the credit. So people come up and like, your beer is awesome. And
Take it all.
Yes.
Take it all without shame.
Yes.
This is the part of the show where we have 30 seconds of Mars here and we talk about ourselves.
That's great.
So this is how
Keep
it works.
We'd love to get
What else do you want to know about us, guys?
I have two small
Shoe size?
children, 10 and a half.
Excellent.
I did now.
Boxers briefs?
Yes.
Excellent.
One of the things we do is we always have people submit, their ideas of questions for you guys.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
I almost hesitate to even ask this because I bet you guys get so sick of this sort of thing. They want to know what you wear when you sleep, Jared.
You know what? That question I'm sick of.
Thank you.
Well, wait a
I
second.
didn't want to ask it, but I felt like I had to.
You guys are with him more than anybody. You guys just answer it.
I don't think that we can answer that.
We have a nudist bus.
Jared went there. Yeah, we're all naked all the time on the bus. I mean, let your imaginations run wild.
Jared, honestly,
I
I felt the same way when I asked the question.
I think that speaks for the entire room right now.
Microphone needs to sit and pee.
Where's the sad trombone noise?
Wah, wah.
It's called flaccid phone.
Welcome to Flaccid Phone.
So we have questions.
Yeah, no, that's
That was honestly the most popular question that came out there. Yes,
sadly.
Y'all need to.
And I'd like to thank you for. I'd like to thank my mom for submitting it 67 times.
67 times.
Yes, and finally has it answered now.
Under
fellas.
the email address that you're aware of.
Yeah,
And then there's a secret email address.
that's right.
Last night was the first night on the bus for us.
In a long time.
A couple years.
Yeah.
Did you sleep long?
Oh my God! You know, on the bus,
You did, right? You
I slept till like 1:30. I hadn't done that in years.
I'm always up. I'm the first one up.
Always the first
See,
one
the
up.
bus is funny. It's like a cave. It's like a fetal womb, and it's incredible to sleep in because you sleep very, very deep. But I can't get to bed till very, very late for some reason. And last night I just slept and woke up at 1:45. It was insane.
Lucky
But you have
man.
the craziest things that'll happen, at least to me. And the bus, sometimes I wake up and I don't know where I am because it's so dark, and I'll throw myself out of the bunk. Usually one of my arms has fallen asleep, and
Bunk
I'm
arm.
screaming at the top of my lungs, pounding on the door because I can't figure out how to open it. And then, oh yeah, there's a button over here that slides up like Star Trek.
This has happened several times.
Really?
Yeah, you can get claustrophobic. You know, the bunk it's cozy, but it's also the exact same size as a coffin.
Maybe a little smaller.
Yeah.
Maybe a little tighter.
Yeah. Have you guys ever spent the night on a bunk?
I actually
I
did.
haven't.
I did 11 days
Did you?
on tour, and I know exactly what you're talking about. You got to sleep with your feet towards the front of the bus.
Right.
That was
Why?
the first thing I learned, because if you get into an accident,
You don't want to break your neck. Good man.
that
Continue.
is correct.
Not your neck.
That there is no Baltimore's on the bus.
Yeah.
You
correct.
can't go number 2.
Yeah.
Correct.
And it was an amazing thing. Also, anytime you got off the bus, you left your hat right next or on the driver's seat, especially if you stop to get gas or whatever.
Yeah.
That way, the bus doesn't leave without you until all the hats are cleared off.
We don't do that. We leave it up to you, and you will get oil
And
spotted.
we just take off.
It's oil spotted. Yeah, you just that's what they call it. You get oil spotted. If you're not on the bus on time, all you will see is a spot of oil on the ground.
I've been oil spotted in 3 different countries.
No.
Yeah, the
Seriously?
thing is, we didn't tell you when we were pulling away. We saw you there. We just kept driving.
That wasn't an accident.
I know.
Just
was
running.
running.
You got a great picture of you out of the back of the bus.
But I found out that I can actually run 190 miles in one sprint, which is interesting.
Wow.
That is amazing.
There's probably
and did you
no
slip-
moral to that story whatsoever. They're not doing that on purpose.
No, we might be. We might be. You never know. I guess you have to live it with us.
We are backstage 30 Seconds to Mars, and I'm getting this signal that we have to wrap up. Fellas, we cannot thank you enough for coming to Charlotte,
Thanks, man.
for playing the show. We look forward to seeing your set on stage.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, thank you,
And
you.
thanks
for having
for
us.
thanks for the peeing tips as well. That was
Yes.
awesome.